Entering main menu screen ultimate franchise loud playing franchise like exhibition online head-to-head. Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options with matches selected. Depth charts. Entering depth charts, AHD selected.
I'm seeing 2020 visions.
3D RD
Manifesting on my premonitions.
CB selected. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot.
On a mission, coming for the top position. Ain't no
Slot 1. Slot 2. Slot 1. Slot 3. Slot 4. Slot 3. Slot 4. Slot 5. Slot 1. Slot 3. Slot 3. Slot 1. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot 4. Slot 1. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot 4. Slot 5. Slot 1. FS selected. Pro hold selected. ML low hold selected. DT selected. Ray selected. Selected. Ray DT selected. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot 3. Slot 2. Slot. Low hold selected. L T F D A U W R selected. Slot 2. Slot 3. Slot 4. Slot 5. Slot 4. Slot 5. Slot 4. Slot 5. Slot 6. Entering online hub screen. Quick match. Matchmaking. My leaderboard is selected. Entering leaderboard screen. 100 rows, 5 columns. A combiner 0 and 3XS. Rank 77,885. Rank 77,008. Entering online hub screen. Entering leaderboard screen. 100 rows, 5 columns. A combiner 0 and 3XS.
Past the big scam, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16
Rank 77. Rank 77,000. Rank 77. Entering quick match. Matchmaking 32. Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options. Quick match is selected. Matchmaking 32 options. Denver Broncos. Offense off. Defense option is set to 46. Searching for opponent. Estimated wait time 10 seconds.
They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stand.
Opponent is ready.
Man, I'll deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Put on the gas. I will not crash. Honey yard dash. 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 Yeah. They They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious.
It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rodgers now on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Let's go. Check three. Inside.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Locke and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 22.
Alert. 3 down. Bravo.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Tackle made by Montravius Adams.
15. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, Charlie.
42. On second and 9. Locke. He'll find Lindsay here. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
You draw quarter.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Hey, orbit. Hey, lock it. Now.
Faking to give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. Rolling to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return is Irvin. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mike Purcell busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Rodgers. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. Yeah. You don't want none.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Fighting through, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Block, and he can't find a receiver. Down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? 70, Indy. You must be true. Hey, Haywood. Lee Griffin.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 59 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
But punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. Now we get a chance to rectify things. So who's going to win the big game, partner?
Well, I think San Francisco wins 35-34. MVP, usually a quarterback. But in this
Damn,
case,
I had to choose. That was bad.
Middle linebacker
That was real bad.
Is going to have 13 tackles and an interception return for a touchdown and be the upset MVP winner over Jimmy Garoppolo, because in the Super Bowl, if the quarterback does anything, he wins the award. But this time, the defense, which got them there, is going to take charge, and Fred Warner walks away. Super Bowl MVP, 49ers, Super Bowl
come
champions.
You went above and beyond with great specifics there. I'll be a little bit more general. I'll just say that the Chiefs are going to win by a touchdown, and yes, I'll go with the MVP being number 15, Patrick Mahomes.
And if you're not really rooting in this game, how great a matchup is this?
Fantastic. Going to be a ton of fun. Rodgers going to throw.
Nah, they ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing.
Von Miller doing what he does best.
He ain't doing nothing.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's
why it didn't work.
Asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to
He's not going to run the ball at all, is he?
Nice game.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Now look out, Rodgers.
There you go.
It's picked up by the Broncos.
There you go.
And a big turnover.
Told you that shit wasn't going to keep working.
Will get the football back. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Right 42. Get in the weight room. Hey, Delta. 5.
Block off of play action. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. Now Rocky lost the football. It's out. And the Packers pick it up.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about
you. Challenge play. Entering. Cancel. Pop-up waiting for your Tourism online game. Cancel.
To either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
319.
Now Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 9-yard touchdown there as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get in the field goal.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
319. Back north. Let's put him on the buses. 319.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Again, he was looking for Davante Adams, and that'll make it third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Rodgers now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
26.
Rodgers to throw once more. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They look to throw. It's Locke. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Noah Fant. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 1.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Exit. Ready?
On play action, Locke. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Back. Check 24.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's got some space here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ready. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
18 Gator.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Pilot, 64, Wick.
At the 35-yard line.
Nice 42, nice 42.
Hey, zoom. Big grip, big grip.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Lock. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo!
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. And that will be incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6. 5.
They'll go for it. It's Lock. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, box drop. Now.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Recon, 152 fighter. Ready.
They fake the handoff. Now Lock. He'll buy some time right. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack.
A 4-yard loss. It's 4th down.
Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Welcome back now to Denver. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Under 10, 10.
80 weapon.
Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic.
Check, go.
All day.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
For the Bronco field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Rodgers now 9 of 17 through the air. To throw, it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Normally, we're used to seeing Aaron Rodgers drive his guys down the field in the 4th quarter. There, not so much, really didn't have to. Put the ball on the money, let your receiver do the rest.
Yeah, normally we see him operate with surgical precision, don't we? Pass here to a receiver, pass there to a receiver. This time, he just went ahead and gave him the dagger, didn't he? Deep shot downfield.
Big shot now.
That is the key to everything, but you take the touchdowns when you can and tell your defense make it stand up.
And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now this one complete on the slant route. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, 53 yards. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And again, it's Rodgers. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead, it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Rodgers to throw again. Looking deep for Adams. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Check 50, check 50. Quick edge. Come.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Yep. Motion. Mike 40.
They'll go again with Lindsey. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
42. Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
And they, in fact, will throw it. This is the tight end fan. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
6 guys, check 6 guys. Hey, alert,
Protein spill.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
Come.
Mike 42.
Here's Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Entering, coach, concede, super, call, resume. Entering, cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Entering, attention pop-up, your peer has conceded the game, exit game. Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options, with matches selected. Matchmaking 32 options, Denver Broncos. Defense option is set to defense option is set to 46. Searching for opponent estimated wait time, 25 seconds.
Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch.
Opponent is ready.
Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Entering, pause, entering, cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game, cancel.
Here we go, here we go.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Well, you know, occasionally we see unlikely heroes in the postseason, but Raheem Mostert, wow, I mean, everybody knows the story by now, but undrafted out of Purdue, cut 6 times by the Eagles, Dolphins, Ravens, Browns, Jets, and Bears. A few of those teams wouldn't mind a do-over, I would imagine, because he latched on in San Fran as a special teamer, and boy, has he taken off late.
And I actually was fortunate enough to see his breakout game at Baltimore. 146 yards in the regular season. They lost by a field goal at the buzzer, but still, you knew then, okay, this guy's got some juice to him. And how about the explosion in the NFC title game against Green Bay? The first man in NFL playoff history to rush for over 200 yards at 220 and 4 touchdowns. No longer is he just a special teams player. He's now a lead running back for a team in contention for the Super Bowl.
Entering, pause screen, resume. Entering, cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game, cancel.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Returnable here from the 38. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, orbit.
47-yard line.
Ready?
2nd and 5 now. Lock. He'll find Lindsey here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Into the red zone, it's Lock. Steps away. And now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
He's checking. Crash. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Hey, Echo.
54. Mike 54.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock gets it off to Freeman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
94. Check. Go.
Shotgun snap to Lock. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Big grip.
Here's Lock to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A good game there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Strip that ball.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Ricky.
Here.
Here's Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hustle. Fight.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Get.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Locke off of play action. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Just go ahead and quit now, man.
And this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space.
You might as well go ahead and quit now.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
The delayed game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Mostert.
Go on, boy.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get this.
He just now starting to use it.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by.
Oh, shit.
An analysis of this first half. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 40 now.
There we go, baby. That's why I went that way. Now you can quit.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Yeah, I told you he was going to quit. I told you he was going to quit.
Entering online hub screen.
I told you his ass was going to quit. That's crazy.
Matchmaking 32 options Denver Broncos. Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options. Entering main menu screen, Ultimate Legends. Ultimate Franchise. Cloud. Entering Cloud Franchise screen. Load franchise is selected. Name of the league beginner draft. Name of the league SWH. Name of the league 2S. Name of the league lavishly. Name of the league GACUS 20. Name of the league. Name of the league RMTD Fantasy.
It take a week to count it.
Entering franchise hub screen things to do.
Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I get back up.
Play, improve, advance week.
You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the